Hey, this was the first scout melee I ever got. Nice. So, this weapon is a weapon of all time, so I don't have a lot of opinions on it. But let's start. The Sun on a Stick is a promotional item along with the Sharpened Volcano Fragments. Now, they're a promotional item for a game called Rift, which was an MMORPG made in 2011. This weapon was added on February 3rd, 2011, and it's basically stayed the exact same throughout several years. The only thing that was added/removed from it was that during the Meet Your Match update, they added 25% less damage from fire while deployed. So that makes the final stats of this weapon to be 100% critical hit against burning players, plus 25% damage resistance while it's deployed, and minus 25% damage penalty. Now, those stats seem decent until you see the damage penalty, and what kind of weapon it's on. The Scout Melee, the Bat, isn't the greatest damage-wise compared to a lot of other melee stock weapons. Now, what happens when we lower the damage of a bad melee type by 25%? It doesn't do so good. Now, does this weapon have its uses? Yes, it does have some uses. Like if you team up with a Pyro. But other than that, there aren't a lot of uses. There are other weapons that cause people to ignite, but they are very situational, and Pyro is just the most reliable. Now, let's say you want to craft it. You can craft it with 2 reclaimed metal and a Boston Basher. Now, in my opinion, the best way to use this weapon is to use it as an escape weapon. Like imagine you're in a corner and a Pyro's coming at you. You can pull the Sun on a Stick out and run past him without taking a lot of damage, because it gives you resistance to it. Also, if you're the Pyro on your team, it can be used to finish off an enemy that is running away from that Pyro. Now, in my non-professional opinion, I suggest choosing a different melee, but it can be used to add some more variety into your loadout, and it might also be helpful in maps that have things that can set people on fire, so you aren't fully dependent on a teammate. So yeah, that's the Sun on a Stick. And it's a weapon that I don't really have strong opinions about since I barely used it. But if there's any other weapons you want me to cover, leave it in the comments, and I'm gonna go ruin a 2-fort match.